What's up, guys? It's Nick True, and today we're going to talk about why you should stop budgeting by the month. Now, Hannah and I have been budgeting by the month for the past 3 years, but it's always caused us some major problems. Recently, we've stopped, though, and it's made life much easier. So that's why I'm going to share with you my 3 reasons you should stop budgeting by the month and what you should do instead. All you gotta do is start a budget and you'll ride off into the sunset in financial bliss and all of your money problems will go away. Have you heard this before? That's what the financial experts tell us, right? So you try it out. You start a budget, but then 2 weeks in and you're already off. How could you have predicted that the dog would end up getting worms and you'd have to spend $125 on deworming pills? Oh well, you think to yourself, you'll try again next month. So another month goes by and you're still blowing the budget. It wasn't the dog this time, but your brother turned 21 and you had to take him out for a few drinks. How could you have forgotten that? You vow to do better next month and so you move forward. But over and over again, you keep blowing the budget. You're getting more and more frustrated because this whole budgeting thing isn't working out like it was supposed to. You go on for another month, but eventually you just give up. Screw it. Budgets just don't work for you. Does this sound familiar? I know, because I've been there. Actually, I'm still there in a lot of ways, but it's not your fault. Sticking to a budget is actually very difficult. It's not that you suck at budgeting, it's just you're thinking about it all wrong. We're taught to think about our lives in terms of months. Every month, the rent is due, the utility bill's due, the cell phone bill's due, and on and on and on. Your financial life just automatically defaults to a monthly basis. But it's detrimental to your financial health to only think about your life in terms of months. Here's a few reasons why. Number 1, you have uncommon large expenses. You've got oil changes, water heater repairs, dog bills, birthday presents, dentist appointments, broken arms, and the list goes on and on and on. When you get tunnel vision and you only focus on a single month, your budget becomes rigid and little room for flexibility. One thing goes wrong and your whole thing is blown. But if you budget month to month, you can't expect the unexpected. You can't react when things change and it totally kills you. All right, number 2, holidays require special attention. Forget birthdays. Birthdays are nothing compared to Christmas. You've got presents for everybody in your family, presents for everybody in your spouse's family, presents for those pesky friends from high school who keep on sending you stuff and you feel obligated to send them something back. You know who I'm talking about. You don't want to get everybody a Christmas present that you end up getting a Christmas present for. And that doesn't even get into the decorations, the food, the lights, the parties, the pictures, the outfits for your cats. Okay, maybe that's just us. And Christmas isn't the only one. You've got Halloween costumes in October, fireworks for 4th of July, and all the other holidays that don't have a specific thing for them, but you still spend money like Labor Day weekend. Almost 5 months out of the year, you've got some sort of major holiday that you're gonna end up spending money for. Okay, so the third reasons that you wanna stop budgeting by the month is because you're gonna wanna do different things. Some months you'll go on vacation, other months you're gonna eat out a lot, sometimes you'll spend a lot more on gas going to visit friends, and other times you'll just stay home. There's no 2 months alike, and that's okay. That's part of it. So between unexpected crap happening, holidays rolling around, and your own wants changing, how in the world can you expect to stay on budget? Here's what you need to do. Instead of focusing on month to month and staying right there focused, you need to start looking at overall trends. If you're still in your first 6 months of budgeting, don't be discouraged by not being on target. You're not gonna be. It's just part of the process. Don't let it get you down, and whatever you do, don't stop trying to hit your goals. After 6 months, you're gonna be able to get a much better feel of your overall budget. And then after a year, you'll have a really good feel of what a typical month looks like. But once you start recognizing overall trends, you can start working those things into your monthly budget. For example, Hannah and I spent roughly $1,100 last year on Christmas. That's presents, decorations, food, etc., the whole shebang. And so what we did is, starting in January of this past year, we started setting aside $100 a month just for Christmas. As we've been saving, if we came across a present that we thought somebody in particular would like, we'd go ahead and buy it and use the $100 from that month to do it. Anything we had left over, we just put it into a designated savings account for Christmas. This way we have plenty of money saved when November and December start to roll around and we really start to buy everything. Now you can do this with all of those bigger unexpected things, whether it's car repairs, birthday presents, or medical bills. Currently, Hannah and I budget around $300 a month for unexpected expenses. But if we don't spend all of that, we can just set it aside in savings for later unexpected expenses. Lately, we've been needing most of that $300 every single month, it seems like. But that's life. Things happen. Now, in order to look at overall trends, you're probably going to want to use some software. I mean, unless you want to break out that compass from high school geometry, you're probably going to want some help. Now, Hannah and I use YNAB. It's You Need a Budget. That's my favorite software. We've been using it for about 1.5 years, and it works great. We use it to track all of our expenses, and then we can look at the reporting functions to really see how much are we spending on average on any given category. I highly recommend YNAB. I use it. I love it. They don't pay me a dime for saying this. this. This isn't sponsored or anything like that. I just love the software. I think you should use it too. Now listen, budgeting is hard, money is hard, adulting is hard. Like, it's all friggin' difficult. None of it's easy, but it can be done. So pick up a budgeting app, create a budget, and then just get started screwing it up. It's gonna be wrong, and that's okay. It's literally the only way to figure out what works for you. Just don't be discouraged. It's like that for everybody, I promise. We all have things come up. You're going to miss your goals. But whatever you do, just keep moving forward. That's the only way you're gonna win long term. So that's it, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Get on it. Now, remember, I can show you how to budget, but I can't make you do it. The choice is yours. I'll see y'all next time.